Good afternoon, and welcome to all the graduates, their families, friends, IUP dignitaries, faculty, staff, and alumni. First and foremost, congratulations to my fellow graduates. Can you believe this day is finally here? Oh, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am so happy to have been able to come to campus today without lugging around a 10-pound backpack. Right? As we celebrate graduation, we remember friendships and experiences that will last a lifetime. I would like to extend a special thank you to my professors in the Food and Nutrition Department, Dr. Raabe, Mrs. Jack, and all the IUP professors for helping us reach our goals and preparing us for the future. Through their commitment to teaching, they have captured our interest, inspired us to achieve, and guided us to our first professional endeavors. So now what? Where do we go from here? Some of us will embark on careers while others will pursue further education. Regardless of the direction we travel, we will inevitably face challenges. However, the way we view these challenges will make a difference. Challenges are really opportunities in disguise. Opportunities to learn, change, and grow. In 1998, I opened my own flower shop directly across the street from a funeral home. The funeral director came to me and suggested I create a price list for flower arrangements that she could use when speaking with her families. I agreed, but the minute she walked out the door, I thought, I am not making funeral arrangements, because in my mind, I feared that it was beyond my capabilities as a novice floral designer. 2 days later, a woman needed my services when her husband passed away. She wanted nothing in the arrangement except a single red rose for every year they had been married, 37 years in total. My heart went out to her. I had to do it. So I hid my fears and I agreed to make the arrangement. I stayed up all night and I redesigned it 3 times. The next morning, I carried it across the street to the funeral home. Then I went back to my shop and cried. I heard nothing for 2 days, but when the woman came in to pay for the flowers, she told me the arrangement was perfect and that every rose was a tribute to her husband and their life together. Her comments helped me to realize I had totally underestimated my own ability. I overcame my fear and I never looked back. A few years later, I began to think about accomplishing another goal, returning to school. I was excited until I really started to think about it. Almost 40 years old, married with 2 younger children, an hour commute each way, and a full-time class schedule. Really? What was I thinking? I was scared. How would I ever do it all? As new students, we all shared those same fears, worries, and trepidations. If we had allowed those fears to get the best of us, we would have quit long before we ever started. And as the legendary football coach Vince Lombardi said, once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. Well, we students did everything but quit. We organized, we communicated, and we prioritized. We juggled schedules, we multitasked, and we problem solved. We were already building the skills we would need to meet any future challenge. So when you are faced with difficulties, remember to be confident because you have the knowledge, determination, and the ability to succeed. When I came back to school, one of my biggest anxieties was speaking in front of an audience. And yet, look where I stand today. My first experience with public speaking came in Dr. Halsey's English literature class when we had to present a 5-minute book review. I gave my presentation on the Friday before Thanksgiving because I knew there would be fewer students. As I was returning to my seat with my face red and my heart pounding, I knew there was a lot of room for improvement. That improvement came through hard work and the guidance of my professors. Well, I'd like to think my public speaking has improved. I guess that remains to be seen. As students, we received encouragement from friends, family, and faculty. As graduates, we will now have the opportunity to support others. Whether it is a coworker struggling with the problem or a student who is having difficulties with coursework, we can offer words of reassurance that both encourage and inspire. As members of our communities, we have the ability to make a difference in many lives. Ralph Waldo Emerson beautifully summed up one's ability to give back when he said, You cannot do a kindness too soon, because you never know how soon it will be too late. When we are afforded the opportunity, we should strive to give something back. Today we leave IUP, but this is less an ending than a new beginning. The lessons we have learned have bolstered our confidence and will continue to guide us. Remember that we did not get here alone, and we owe a debt of gratitude. So please join me in giving a round of applause for all of those who have supported us. If there is one final thought I leave you with today, it is this: be fearless. You have the skills to succeed. Continue to move forward and never stop learning. Best of luck and congratulations.